Hello and welcome to this episode of Effective Websites. In this episode, you'll be learning to do three things. The first, install the Password Keeper program. You'll learn how to set up folders to help organize your passwords. And you'll set up three files for passwords, one for your hosting account, your template account, and a third for FileZilla. There in that last lesson, we downloaded three different programs: Audacity, FileZilla, and KeePass. What we want to do is double-click on KeePass, hit Run. In this case, we're going to go through the entire installation process. And since I already have this installed, it's going to look a little bit different on my computer than it will on yours. This process is going to be the same all the way through. This is going to look a little bit different for you than for me. Here you'll see where the specified file cannot be found. What we're going to do is we're going to skip that for right now, and KeePass will open up. And what I want to do is I'm going to create that file that it said that it couldn't find. We're going to go into New. We're going to go to New Database. Click Save. And here you're going to enter your password that you created the last time. We're going to skip over this for now. That's all stuff that you probably will not need to use. And click OK. And what you're going to notice is that you have a new database with a couple of sample entries, but you don't really have the folders that you're going to be needing for what we're going to be doing today. So what we're going to do is we're going to start those new folders. We're going to go up to Edit, Add Group. This new group we are going to call Online Banking. Go up to Database, add a new group. This one we're going to call Email Addresses. We're going to go up, click on New Database, Edit, Add Group, and this we'll call Social Networking. Click OK. And we'll add our fourth group, which we're going to call My Web Page. Okay, so you've got the hang of it. You can create groups very, very easily for whatever you would need. It's simply a matter of going up to New Database, click on Edit, and Add Group. Since we're going to be working exclusively with passwords that concern your web page, let's open up My Web Page and let's create three files. You can do this one of two different ways. You can either go up to Edit and Add Entry, or what you'll find is that there's a little icon right here, Add Entry, and that's probably the fastest way to do it. Let's add a new file. The first one we'll click on Add Entry, and this is going to be for our hosting company. Type in your hosting name there. In our case, it would be Bluehost. You type in the username that they assign you, and then you type in the password here. Click on these little dots, type in your password, and that way when you have it, you don't need to repeat it. In our instance, we're just going to let this remain the same because we're not going to really need much of it. Now let's go down to the box that says Notes. We'll be plugging information into this in a later video, but for now, let's just set it up and type in a couple of basics that we can fill in later. Well, the first thing we want to do is type in the shared IP address. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use the template that we used. Now the DBase user, the DBase password, the DBase name, and finally the table prefix. And then we can save this by clicking OK, and we'll save that. That way it doesn't get lost. Let's create a second one. Let's create a file for FileZilla. We'll type in the name there. Your username here. Again, you'll put in your password. In this case, we'll let this be blank. Okay, so let's go down to the notes box. And what we're going to do is simply copy and paste something that you're going to find very helpful. When you have FileZilla, these are going to be some of the things that they'll ask you. Write all of this information down in the notes, and then when we set up FileZilla in another video, this way you'll have access to everything that you'll need for the future. We'll click OK and click Save, and now we've got the FileZilla set up. And let's do one more just to make sure. Let's go to the Add Entry. What we're going to do is type in Shape5, your username here. Again, put in your password that you've created here. And then again, put in the template used. And you're good to go. You've now seen how easy it is to create a group and also to go ahead and add new entries within a group. As you get more and more passwords, here's something that you'll find very helpful. If you remember the name of the company that you're looking for, you can go ahead and search for it by its name, and the information will appear. It'll save you a lot of time in the future once you have hundreds and hundreds of passwords. Okay. So let's save, let's close, and let's review. You've accomplished a couple of very important things today. You installed KeePass as a password keeper. You also set up some groups, and you set up individual files. So with those three things, you're going to find that it'll save you a lot of time in the future. That takes care of our lesson for today. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.